Hey guys, welcome back to Fantasy Tip. This is another trending down and drops episode where I let you guys know which players are maybe not doing as well as we initially had hoped and which players you should just outright drop from your team, cut them, and add someone who might be a little bit better on the waiver wire. Before we jump into it, guys, drop a like and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I said so in my last video, but if you didn't watch it, thank you so much to all of you guys for helping me hit 9,000 subscribers. I really appreciate it. I appreciate every single one of you who subscribe to my channel. Now, if you do want to take your support to the next level, though, there's a link in the description below to my Patreon, or you can just join on YouTube. But if you join on Patreon, you get access to some pretty nice perks like being able to DM with me one-on-one, ask me any fantasy hockey related questions you have, and I'll be sure to answer you as quick as possible. I usually answer really fast. I have notifications on for that, so if you ever need help, I'm there for you. Let's jump into the trending down portion of the video now, and some forwards that are trending down. The first one is Brandon Hagel of the Tampa Bay Lightning. Now, he's someone that I did like quite a bit this preseason. And for some reason, he's not getting power play one time in Tampa Bay. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but he's not. He's still on the top line with Kucherov and Point, so he's definitely not valueless, but the fact that he's not getting power play one is a little bit concerning. And through 3 games, he only has a single assist and not a whole lot of peripherals, so he hasn't really been that great. That being said, there's no way I'm dropping Brandon Hagel. He probably does get on that top unit sooner rather than later. As much as I love Bjorkstrand, I think Hagel was really good there last year, and he should be really good there once again this year, and I'm expecting him to have another solid year overall. Matvei Michkov is another guy who's trending down, and wow, has he ever been disappointing to start the year. He has no points through 3 games, only has 3 shots on goal, and has been held to under 15 minutes of ice time in all 3 games, despite being top line and top power play. A lot of it has to do with the coach just not liking how he's playing and actually benching him for long periods of time. Now, am I dropping Michkov just yet? No, because you probably used a really early pick on Michkov. He was going really early. I wasn't overly high on him this preseason. That being said, I'm definitely not saying to drop him, and I'm definitely not ruling out the possibility that he has a huge breakout year. It's just not happening yet, and that's why he's trending down. Another guy who's trending down is Valeri Nichushkin, and I know I had him here in week 1, but he continues to trend down here with only 1 point through 4 games, limited peripherals, and still no power play 1. It is really tough holding on to Val Nichushkin, but I urge you guys to do so. For some reason, at the beginning of every season, Colorado forgets how good Val Nichushkin is on the top power play. Once he gets onto there, he absolutely goes off. And he's going to have himself a great season as soon as he gets onto that top power play. Colorado does deal with injuries really often, so it could just be an injury that gets him up there, or the coach decides to make a movement and Nichushkin just gets himself onto that top power play and gets to showcase how good he is there. For now, though, it's definitely rough holding him. Adam Fantilli is 58% rostered, and he's somebody that I loved going into the year. Now, I was really hoping that Columbus would finally give him top power play time this year so that he could really go off. Now, without top power play time, he is still viable. I'm not telling you guys to drop Adam Fantilli. Last year, he was an even strength god. And if he can do something similar this year, he's definitely still going to be viable. But it definitely does hurt his value that he's not getting top power play time, at least not yet. And finally, Kent Johnson. I still do like Kent Johnson. Unlike Fantilli, he is on power play 1, but being on the 3rd line definitely hurts his value. So far, he's been snake bitten, 0 points through 3 games, and horrible peripherals, only 5 shots and a single hit, which is not what you wanted to see. I do like his triple eligibility though, and I do think he could still turn things around, so I'm not dropping him just yet if you're in a league deep enough that you still have him. Jumping into defense and goalies now, Jacob Chychrun continues to trend down in my opinion. Will he be able to continue the even strength points that he's been putting up? He put up 3 even strength assists in 3 games, which is not bad. But guys, 15 of his 47 points last year were on the power play. And without power play 1, he's definitely not going to achieve those numbers again. So his value could not possibly be as high as it was last year. Hopefully, he gets onto that power play 1 soon. Erik Karlsson is another guy who's trending down. Despite the Penguins starting off the season so hot and him being on power play 1, he somehow managed to start the year with 0 points through 3 games. He was a -3 and has just horrible peripherals. He's got to turn this around and fast. Next is Thomas Chabot. And no, he's not a drop yet, but where did his peripherals go? 4 shots, 0 hits, 6 blocks, and 0 points through 3 games is not good. Hopefully, he can figure it out. Scott Wedgwood is the next guy who's trending down. Obviously, Mackenzie Blackwood should be returning soon. When he does, Blackwood is kind of the guy who gets a lot of starts in Colorado. Wedgwood may not get that many starts once Blackwood returns, although it is possible that he does see more starts this year since he has been playing so freaking well. But that value goes down a lot as soon as Blackwood does come back, and it should be soon by the time you're watching this video. And finally, Rasmus Andersson, 0 points so far and very mediocre peripherals to start off the year. He's going to have to start putting up some even strength points or he'll very quickly become a drop. Now for some players you can just outright drop. Frank Vatrano of the Anaheim Ducks is still on the 3rd line and is now not on either power play. He's getting like 12 minutes of ice time a night. I'm sorry, even if he's still putting up okay peripherals, it's time to drop him. The points are not going to come with that deployment. Brock Faber is a drop, guys. I don't know why so many people drafted him. I actually don't know what was going on with that. Last year, he didn't have a good year. He's not going to get power play 1 time. He's not even getting power play 2 time. And his peripherals are so mid. You can do so much better than Brock Faber. Owen Power is another guy who gets overdrafted every year. I know he was a 1st-round draft pick, guys, but Dahlin is the guy in Buffalo. He's going to be getting all the power play 1 opportunities. So unless Dahlin gets injured, Owen Power's value is very, very limited. His peripherals are very, very mid. Tony DeAngelo is also an outright drop at this point. It looks like Matthew Schaefer has taken over the power play 1 in New York, and he's looked really, really good to start the year. He's probably the Calder favorite right now. And finally, Alex Laferriere of the Los Angeles Kings, not to be confused with Alexis Lafreniere of the New York Rangers. Laferriere had a really good season last year. Like, he quietly put together a solid fantasy year, good amount of shots and hits and points. But for some reason, he's now been demoted from the 2nd line all the way down to the 4th line, and you ain't going to get any fantasy value from the 4th line. So even in super deep leagues, I'm probably dropping him right now. And that's it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, drop a like and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And I'll catch you all in the next episode of Fantasy Tipped.